As the world watches and waits to see what happens next in this conflict, sides are now emerging, right? Some are saying, bomb them, turn it into a parking lot, to, are you crazy? Stay out of it. They've got nuclear capabilities. And suddenly this pundit, that pundit, has become a geopolitical expert on the complexities of the Middle East. Tensions have been simmering between Israel and Iran, Jews and Muslims for centuries now. And the effort to stop Iran from blowing up the world with nuclear weapons, this has been going on for decades. In 2015, then President Barack Obama's Iran nuclear deal basically traded enormous amounts of our cash for Iran's pinky swear that they would not develop nuclear weapons. Yeah, so much for that. And that same day that Obama announced his historic deal, moderate Iranian President Hassan Rouhani tweeted, and then he went on live TV to say, to our neighbors, do not be deceived by the propaganda of the warmongering Zionist regime. Hashtag Iran and its power will translate into your power. So much for appeasement, right? So much for trying to make nice. President Trump, he has tried valiantly to broker a deal with Iran. But how do you make a deal with a country that considers you, the United States, big Satan, and Israel, your ally, little Satan? And the Biden administration, it only made matters worse. Joe Biden, he declared war on the fossil fuel industry his first day in office. You remember this? This is a poignant moment in time. He signed an executive order to shut down that Keystone pipeline. He sent a message to the fossil fuel industry, and he claimed it was all in the name of a greener, better planet, clean energy. And then his strict regulations on fossil fuel development also further strangled our ability to be energy independent. And instead, we were dependent on Iran, as well as its counterparts, Venezuela and Russia. Come on. And as a result, a lot of mullah for the mullahs continued to pour into their coffers to the tune of hundreds of billions of dollars. I mean, really? What did the Autopen think that the #1 state sponsor of terrorism would do with all of our money? Give it to the poor? Help the needy? Build hospitals? Build schools? No, no, no. The Iranian-backed regime terrorists, like those that committed the October 7th massacre, the Houthis and Hamas terrorists, they became more emboldened. That's where they poured the money into, our tax dollars. And we saw these attacks happening all across the world. So how do you stop further escalation? Well, in sweeping attacks that started early Friday, Israel struck at the regime in Tehran, targeting Iranian nuclear and military assets, killing more than 70 people, including 4 top security chiefs, also damaging Iran's main nuclear site. Iran then fired ballistic missiles that struck at least 7 sites around Tel Aviv on Friday night, injuring dozens of Israelis. Notice how Israel struck military sites around nuclear capabilities, and Iran goes straight to targeting civilians. Overnight, at least 13 Israelis were killed, and the carnage, it continues as calls for de-escalation continue. Like many of you watching this right now, I'm worried for our well-being. I am worried what can happen to us here at home. That among the 20 million illegals that the Autopen allowed to invade this nation, who among them could be terrorists, waiting for the call, lying in wait, to strike us when we least expect it. And also, like you, I don't know exactly what the right call is here. All we can do is pray we don't get dragged further into this. Pray that there is no world war. And pray that our leaders, like President Trump, continue to have the insight and wisdom to protect us all.